my friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Elaine and today we are going to be assembling the winter planner. So this is a seasonal planner, which means there's only 3 months and it is themed to winter, and it is geared towards people who, like me, have a lot of projects that they want to do each month. So each section of the planner has a month and then a projects section for that month, and then a collection of little bits and pieces, labels, pockets, things like that to go into the planner to help you stay organized. So let's take a look at everything that is in this planner. So this planner is seasonal, which means it has 3 months included in it and it is themed to winter. In the download you will get 4 folders, one containing the cover booklet and then one containing each month. In the cover booklet, we have a cover, which there'll be 2 files and we print them back to front. So we have the cover and then we have inside of the cover, which has the 3 months of the season there. And everything is blank. There's no dates because depending on where you are in the world, winter has different months. So, and then this side is blank because we're going to be sticking down pockets that are included in the cover booklet to hold all our labels and tabs and things like that. So inside the cover booklet then as well, we have these extra pages and then lots of labels. Some of them are blank, so you can add your own headings. And a collection of months, a little calendar. Lots of labels and tabs. Our pockets and a mini envelope. More pockets and labels. And then some ephemera for creating to-do lists and things like that you can move around the planner, and then some extra headings. And then we have each month. So each month will have 2 folders inside it, a side 1 and a side 2. So there'll be 8 templates in each folder and you print them back to front. So we have side 1 is here and then side 2 is on the other side. So it goes side 1, page 1, and side 2, page 1 on the other side. So each month then there's 8 pages in each one to make up 2 signatures containing 4 pages each. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's our first signature for month 1, and then this is our second signature for month 1. And it goes, this is the to-do with each week on it, and a page for notes. You also have, so you have the calendar, you have a goal tracking page, some notes, a checklist page, and then a tracking page for reading or for movies and TV shows, anything like that. So that is what's there, and everything is numbered. So you can see here, this is page 11, this is page 13, this is page 15 with page 2 next to it, so you know what order you're to put the pages in while assembling the planner. So each month is arranged like that, and I will just show you the way they're arranged in the folder so that you know what way to print them. Okay, so in your download folder you will have the cover booklet, month 1, month 2, and month 3, and then these are here as PDFs as well. So with month 1, we'll just open this one and you'll see we have 2 folders, side 1 and side 2. So when you're printing, you print all of side 1 and then we go back out to side 2 and turn them over and you print side 2 on the other side, and it goes, it says here month 1, 1, so you print month 1, 1 of side 2 on the other side of month 1, 1, side 1. So it goes 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, and 8, 8. And then everything has a page number for you when you're assembling, so you know what way to go. So these will be the first signature and then this is the second signature. And then in the cover booklet, we have the cover side 1 and side 2, so that you print on one side and this on the other, and then those are our ephemera pieces. Now, once you have everything printed, you will need a few things to put everything together. So you can use a paper guillotine to cut out everything if you want. It'll make things nice and fast to cut out. If my printer adds a border to things, if your printer does that as well, you can use something like this to cut those off. And then you'll need a scissors to cut out everything as well. It'll make it much easier to get all of our little bits and pieces cut out. Then to bind this, I'm going to use a stapler and some Scotch tape. You can use washi tape as well, but this will be a bit stronger, and then we can go over it with washi tape to make it more decorative. And then I'm going to use a glue stick to stick down my pockets into the cover booklet, and I'm going to use paper clips in this as well. And then if you want to, you can ink the edges of everything with some archival ink and a sponge. You don't have to do this, it's totally optional, but it does make things look a little bit nicer. So to get started, let's cut everything out. That's the first thing we need to do. With these ones, I'm not actually going to cut out everything. I'm going to cut them into strips because it's easier to store them in the planner then, and I just cut them out when I need to use them. So now we have everything cut out, ready to work with. I've left some of the labels together in these little sheets because it makes them easier to store in the planner. And I have these ones here like this. And then I've cut out just my month titles and the 3 samples that I showed you earlier. So just to show you, you can do a straight cut like that, or you could just tear it and then you can just fussy cut it as well. And you can ink the edges with archival ink and a sponge or something else like this if you want to. You don't have to do that, but I like to do it, so I'll probably do it on my one now. So everything that's cut out, I'm just going to set it to the side, and we will have a look at how you put together the signatures. And then I'll show you more of how to put these together, like the envelope and the pockets and how to put that together. So first we have our cover booklet, and in your download you see you have 2 files for this that you print, one on this side and then the other on the other side, so on the one sheet of paper. So to make this, I've printed mine on 120 GSM paper, which is fine. It works totally fine. It's strong enough to hold the pockets and everything inside them. But you can print them on a stronger cardstock paper if you want to. So we're just going to fold this over like this. And you can use something to press down on the edge like that, to make it this nice strong edge or a nice strong fold. And my scissors just has a plaster on it because it was hurting my fingers. That's all that is. And then next we'll take a look at the signatures. So we have 3 months and there's 2 signatures in each month, and each signature has 4 pages. So each month has 8 pages, 16 templates with printed on both sides of 8 pieces of paper. So we'll pick out our first 2 signatures, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the pages are numbered in the corners to make this a bit easier for you. So you know you have page 1 here, and then on the other side will be page 2, and then next to page 2 will be page 15, because it'll make sense once we have everything folded and in our signatures. So they go like that, and the only ones that don't have numbers on them are the weekly to-do spreads like this, because the number was covering up one of the check boxes, so that doesn't really work for us. But the number is on the page on the opposite side, so you'll still be able to follow what you need to do. And then the second signature in the month continues on from this one, so this one ends on page 16 and this one starts on page 17, and then we have page 18, page 19. So we will just fold these now. So our first 4 sheets of paper for our first signature, we'll just fold these like this. Not in the frame. that. And I'm just going to open it out. And then this one is going to sit inside that, like that. So you can see here it's going 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this one is page 5, so I know it sits in there next to this one to follow on. And I'm going to open it up and put in my last signature, or my last sheet of paper. So now we can see this is our first signature, and it goes like this. Page 1, which is our calendar cover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So then we'll start our next signature for this month, which is the projects section. So it's the exact same. We're going to fold it over like this, fold it in half. So I know it goes 17 at the front, 18, then I have 19 here. And I'm going to open that out for 20. And I have 21 here. So there is month 1, month 2, and month 3. 2 signatures each, and our cover booklet. Now, so we're going to do the binding now, and for binding, I'll just show you the planner I'm using at the moment. I'm using a kind of, not lazy, a simple method using a stapler and some Scotch tape. You can see here the Scotch tape on the sides. This way of binding makes it much easier to use the planner because it lies flat quite easily. And for this, I'm going to open up my stapler like that, and I'm going to put a piece of sponge or something like that underneath this while I'm stapling it. This is just a piece of packing material. So I'm going to use a paper clip to keep my pages together so they don't move around while I'm trying to staple them. So I have my signature lying down on top of this piece of sponge, this piece of packing material, on the spine where I'm going to be putting through the staples. And I want to line it up to make sure that I'm on the spine as much as possible, or as close as possible. And just press it in. So the staples will come through like that. You can see they're sticking up, so we just want to press them down. I'm just using a tweezers. Yeah, so that is our first signature stapled. Here. I put 2 staples in to make it nice and strong. Yeah, perfect. So I'm just going to do the same thing with all of the rest of them. So now we have everything stapled together and they're nice and sturdy, and we shouldn't have any issues with the pages becoming loose because our signatures aren't too thick. 4 pages in 120 GSM is perfect. So now we want to bind everything together to make our planner book. I'm going to be using Scotch tape to do this. It's a very simple way to bind. You could make this more decorative as well by going over the spine with some decorative washi tape. If you have something to suit the tone, that it would make it a little bit prettier. For now, we're just going to bind everything with the Scotch tape. We don't need huge pieces at first for this bit. We're just sticking them together. it's best if you stick them in 2 places as well to make it stronger. And now we have both signatures of each month connected to each other with the Scotch tape, which it means it's able to lie flat perfectly. That's what we want. So now I want to decide which order I want my months to go in. So I think this one will be December because it's just a little bit more Christmassy. There's lots of snow. January, so December, January, and February. And I'm going to stick these to each other. Stick this kind of down close to the center in 2 places. And then I'm going to stick this one to the middle one. And I'm just going to add another bit to the cover booklet on this side. Just because this is going to be holding so much, we want to make it a bit stronger. So here we go. Here is everything taped together. So we can strengthen the other signatures as well. Like we might strengthen each month. Just here. So there we go, and it lays nice and flat for working in the planner. Now you can cover up this spine if you don't like it with some decorative washi tape. It'll make it a bit stronger as well. And you can add some glue to this if you want. Washi tape isn't the strongest. Looks good. So here is our planner bound using staples and Scotch tape, and it is nice and strong and lays flat to make it easy to write in. So the next thing we will do is add our pockets and everything to our cover booklet. So the first thing we'll look at assembling is the little envelope that we have. So this has lines just here. They may not show up on camera, but you'll be able to see them in the template just along these 4 spots, these 4 edges. And we just fold those this way. And then this is the top of our envelope, and then this is the body. So we're just going to add a bit of glue here and here. And there is our envelope. And this is perfect then for storing any little bits and pieces of these while they're not in use. Next then we have 2 different types of pockets. These ones you fold over these edges like this. And then you add your glue to these points. With these ones, you just glue the edge there. So let's add these to the planner. So there's 2 spaces for pockets here and here. You could just use this one if you want, or you could put something else here entirely if you wanted to. Before I stick them in, I am going to ink the edges with archival ink. Just a small bit. It just makes things pop a little bit more. I've printed these on 120 GSM paper, but you could use something stronger if you wanted to. I find the 120 is strong enough for pockets, but I wouldn't go any lighter than that. I think I will do 1 of each on each page. Last time I did both of them like that, but I think I will do that this time. So I'm going to use my glue stick again. Glue right on the edge of this. I should really put some paper underneath this so I don't get glue on the planner. So now I'm going to add pieces that I don't plan on using now into this little envelope. It's like this. I'm going to put these into the pockets. And I'm going to attach it to the planner with a paper clip. Just have it here on this side of the cover booklet. And now I'm going to add these to the pages like this. First I'm going to ink the edges, and I'm going to cut out some of the tabs to use as well. First I'll show you how to cut out these tabs. So I like to just cut them out along the curve. And now we will fold them at the center point here. And then follow the cutting line here while it's folded. That way we'll get an even shape. And when we're sticking these in, we will just glue here, and they go on both sides of a page like that. For these tabs, we're going to do them basically the same way. They're just a bit of a different shape. So we'll cut off the outside. And fold at the center point here. And then cut off the rest. I'm going to fussy cut these ones out, these labels. Now I'm going to ink the edges on all of these pieces with archival ink from Tim Holtz. You don't have to do this. This is just something that I like to do with my planner. Yeah, so all of our bits or pieces that we want to use right now are ready. So I'm going to stick down December here. And I'm going to do the exact same thing for January and February. For these labels, I want to put them here at the start of the month. And I'm going to use these blank design, or they're not blank, they have a pattern on them, but they don't have anything written on them. I want to use these for the project sections of each month. So here's my December projects. I'm going to stamp this down, not at the cover, but on this part where I start to organize my projects. And I want this to be in line just under this one. This page, so I'm just making sure it lines up the way I want it to. And then for now, I'm just going to set up my tracking for my watch list and my reading list. Just for December, I have to print more of the labels for the next few months. So this is how I have set up my planner so far. So I have my birthdays labeled here, and I put in the dates in these little squares here. And I have made these boxes here for my reading list and my watch list. So anything I read, I'll put it in here, and TV shows and movies that I watch will go in here. And then I will add the date to this space here. And normally what I do is I color in a square at the top for my meal that I'm planning for that day. And then I do another color for the activity I'm planning for the day, like going for a walk or using the rowing machine. And then on this side, I do a lot of note taking. And then in the projects, I haven't started on this one yet, but this is where I will mark down dates of when I want to work on things. And my main projects will be here, the most important things. Then this is just a brainstorming area. And this will be where I have like a quick view of the projects that I'm working on for the month, and if they relate to one another, things like that. Anything I need to be aware of with, like, if this project is going to affect that project. And then these are the planning pages for each project, and they could be used for other things as well, but I've designed them with project planning in mind. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful if you're deciding to, or if you're thinking about getting the planner. It is linked in the description along with my Ko-fi page where you can get loads of freebies for your planners and your journals. If you have any questions about the kit and how to assemble it, just leave it below in the comments and I'll get back to you. I'll be using this planner all season, so you can see how I use it and maybe get some ideas for your own planner. I'll have some vlogs and some project videos and things like that, so make sure you're subscribed so you can see all of those. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one.